So here's today's problem with the Explorer. This is my one car that's giving me more trouble than anything else. You can see the service engine soon light was on. I was in Canada the other day, and my wife called me and said the oil level low light was on. I came back, I put a quart in it. We took it to the neighbors. It was blinking. Service engine soon yesterday. It's running fine when it's running above idle. I will show you what it sounds like when I get home. I'm gonna check the oil level. Like I said, we just drove it a quarter mile yesterday because I wanted to see what it was doing, and the oil level low light was blinking. Now at idle, it's idling. Okay, so the wife said the low oil light was on this. I don't know where it left off. I got a phone call, but she said the low oil light was on, or message came on. I added a quart yesterday, but it's at full with one quart added. So maybe it was a quart low, but it doesn't explain all the noise it's making. Let me start it up. You can hear it's, I don't know, it's missing or something. It's not definitely not running right. It's only once it gets down to like idle. Took the kids to the bus stop earlier. It sounded like garbage. You can see it's leaking oil back there a little bit, but I don't know. This thing has 170,000 miles on it. I don't really want to tear into it. I don't know how much longer it'll last. A little oil drip doesn't concern me a whole lot, but let's go to Advanced and see if they can read the codes for us. I checked other fluids, they seem to be fine. So we'll go there and I'll show you what the code is. Okay, I'm about to stop up here. Maybe I'll hop out and let you listen to what it sounds like, but it's just not running right, for sure. It's idling real low. Okay, so you can hear it making a crazy, crazy noise. And it's smoking really bad. Down near the oil filter. Looks like it's dripping off of there, so I have to go back home and look into that. It's not leaking, and nothing coming out of the exhaust, so I don't know. So I went to Advanced Auto Parts. They read the codes. They are all cylinder 1, 2, 3 misfire, multiple cylinder misfire codes. So I don't know if this is just a perfect timing that several things went wrong at the same time or not. But I believe that valve cover gasket has a hole in it or something. And you can see it's dripping down from there down onto the exhaust. So best case scenario, I'm gonna have to take that exhaust or the valve cover off, put a new seal on it. I feel like it's got a hole in it. Not sure. I'm gonna look into the other codes and go from there. See if I can't fix this. Obviously, it's probably still worth fixing, but it's leaking oil like crazy. So worst case scenario, I'll do both valve cover gaskets and then put some plugs and wires and things like that on it. Yeah, I don't know. Feel like it's got a leak somewhere in there. Obviously it's leaking bad. I don't know if there's a crack right there or what, but it's filling that little area up right there and then letting it drip down onto the exhaust. get a better. I don't know. To me, from here, it's pretty far away from my hand, but it looks like it's cracked and leaking oil right there. I don't know. I won't know until it's probably apart. So, I guess that'll be the next step, is to remove all this stuff and get at it, get after it. I don't know if that's going to be today or not, though. Okay, so I went in and I did some research on this, and it's a shame to say, but its last day is here. So the reason that is leaking oil back there is because, and I have the associated, all the different faults. I'll post them in this video. Cylinder 1, 2, 3 misfire. So what happened with that? I got onto a thread about cylinder misfires and, or not cylinder misfires. All the misfires said change the spark plugs, do all that stuff. I knew there was something that tied this to the cylinder misfire. So I looked up a thread on right-hand passenger side valve cover gasket dumping oil out. And one of the guys on the thread mentioned that he had just seen 2 different Explorers come through with time, and the timing chain guide had broken and caused the valve cover gasket to crack, and that's why it was dumping oil. That is why, it's got to be why this is happening, and I'm sure it jumped a tooth on the timing chain. That's why I'm getting the misfire on 1, 2, and 3. That's why it's running rough. Why it'll barely idle. It must have only jumped one tooth, just to put it off just far enough that it made it rough. But you probably saw it's got 168,000 miles on it. That's the end of this thing. I already tore the transmission out once. I replaced some other stuff on the transmission. Now, literally to fix this, you got to take the engine out and you got to tear it all the way down. I'm not doing it. It's just far too much work. I could do it, but it's far too much work to do on the weekends. So I'm just gonna get a new car. Not a new car, obviously, but another Copart car or something like that. So the wife is upgrading to the new Taurus that we bought. I'm sure you'll see videos if you subscribe to my channel on it. So hope this video helps you. If it does, please subscribe to my channel. It's free. Hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that too. Thanks for watching.